Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday meditation gathering. I'm so glad you're all here to share this time together. It just feels like one big happy family. I'm so grateful to have you all here. This week we have kironJ to lead us in meditation, and then we'll have 20 minutes of silence. And after that, we'll open it up for sharing, and we'll end 10:45 or a little extra if we need it. Over to you, kironJ.
Thank you so much, Dan. It's very, very lovely to be here. Thank you to the Miracle Network for providing this beautiful space for us to come together. And I hope that this morning's gathering will serve you very well. I'm going to lead us in a very brief environment inquiry, and that will lead us into the silence. So, would you like to take your eyes away from these screens and look around the physical room that you are sitting in? Just take your gaze slowly around where you are sitting and notice how it feels to be in this physical room. And now, would you like to close your eyes? And allow this teaching from lesson 35 to rest in your minds. You will believe that you are part of where you think you are. That is because you surround yourself with the environment you want. And you want it to protect the image of yourself that you have made. The image is part of this environment. So would you like to open your eyes again and take your gaze back to your physical room, considering this idea that your mind has made this environment, this room. It's made it to protect the personal self that you seem to be. What do you see reflected in this room that you're sitting in? Do you see peace, beauty, order? Or maybe you see some lack, some evidence of poverty, some disorder. Maybe there is some evidence of dirt, perhaps tucked well away. How did this feel? To consider that your room and the person you seem to be are one making of the mind. And now, would you like to close your eyes again? And let the thoughts of your physical room And what you see there, let them fade for the moment. And let's visualize a different environment. An environment of light. Pure white light surrounding you. Beautiful light. Peaceful light. Radiant light. Gentle light. Only light. God's thought system is light. God has lit your mind with his light. The light of God is our true environment. It protects our real identity, which is light. So let's rest together in light as light. And we now go into the silence together.
Open your eyes slowly and come back into the room. We have about 20 minutes left for sharing your reflections and your questions. If you'd like to speak, raise your hand, or you can use the reactions button at the bottom of your screen. I'll take you off of mute. And if you'd like to ask a question or a comment with confidentiality, put your message in chat at the bottom of the screen, and I'll read it out. Ian, take yourself off mute.
Wow. I'd say that was a meditation like no other for me. I've never found meditation very easy or very easy. And even though we've had some wonderful meditations in this group and others, I usually by the end of 20 minutes, I'm itching for it to end. Today, I think I could have sat there all day. And I might go back to it. It was just really beautiful. I love being the light in the light. To say it was beautiful and say it was really good don't really do justice to it, but it was. And there was an amazing sense of expansion as well as it progressed. So thank you so much. Just amazing.
Oh, thank you, Ian. My heart is very, very warm and open to you through that sharing.
And to you.
How wonderful, because of course this is all happening in your mind. So now is the time that you were simply ready to feel that and to experience that. So hallelujah.
Going for a walk in the park first is a good thing to do.
Yeah, yes, very true, very true. Thank you so much for your sharing.
Okay, thank you.
Lovely.
Maggie, would you like to share something?
I just want to say thank you so much, Kieran. I had the most profound experience. It wasn't really like any other meditation. I was just so connected, and I kept thinking about people from this group and how well, I was just thinking how warm and kind they were, and I was just so connected. And I was just I learned a little time ago to connect with Jesus, and I was doing that, and it was just like I was surrendering everything. And I can't believe it as well. It was just an incredible experience, and I'm so grateful. I won't go on, but thank you so much, Kieran.
Thank you, Maggie. That's really, really beautiful to hear. Yes, and again, the same thing. This is your choice for healing. This is your choice to experience this. And you can keep going. You can keep asking for this kind of opening and connecting and seeing the kindness in everybody. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kieran.
Lynn's got a hand up, I think.
Lynn, take yourself off mute.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Or
yeah, you're good.
Good. Thank you so much, kironJ. As at the start of the meditation, before the meditation, the looking around the room, and I love my place, and I've sort of come a long way, I suppose. That's what I was thinking as I was looking around, because I was born in a very humble cold water flat that was condemned. That's how. And I'm thinking, gosh, this is mine. I've worked hard for this. But then, as in the meditation, I realised that this isn't it. And to let that go for something far greater. It was beautiful. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. That's a wonderful sharing that as we progress, as we choose a spiritual path, as we choose to open to the light, then we will see different pictures. Our surroundings will look different. And they can be celebrated as wonderful stepping stones. Yes, the environment of Lynn's childhood and the environment of Lynn now signifies a very different picture, energy. And it can be a trap to get stuck there, celebrating the physical maneuverings and improvements. I'm not saying you are, I'm merely just elaborating for all of us. But yes, we can celebrate, my room looks very beautiful. I'm very happy in my room. And it is not our true environment. And this isn't the true us. So not to stop there. I think that's the message, not to stop there. To keep opening and opening to the truth, which will be far more beautiful than any physical room or physical situation. Thank you. Thank you for your sharing.
David, would you like to share something?
Hi there.
David.
Thank you, Kieran. I had some nice little thoughts actually. A bit like Ian, I wander all over the place often during meditation. Last week I had the screen off and did my qigong while the meditation was going on. But this week I decided to sit still and I looked around the room, and then I looked around where a beautiful beach in Bang Krut in Thailand, where we have been a few times during the winters, and I didn't expect to come back to that when I opened my eyes. But what I did, what a wonderful thought I had, which is very much from 12-step recovery, was the thought, well, let's just look for the similarities, not the differences. And I spotted a lot of similarities to my environment here, to Thailand. There was something quite significant. And one thought I had was, well, I'm actually just shifted about 6,000 miles down the road, really. I think that's about the distance. I'm still there when I talk to my friends that go there every year, and I'm very grateful for the environment that I've got here, and that actually really the environment is in my mind. Yeah. So I've got a lot of good stuff from that, and it's worth just sitting still. It's worth the effort today.
Lovely.
Thanks, Kieran. Nice to see you.
Yes, you too, David. Really lovely to see you. And thank you for your lovely thoughts. It's beautiful because both environments are coming from your mind, where you're sitting now, in quotes, and where you are when you go to Thailand. These are both images being made by your mind. So the 6,000 miles is really neither here nor there. And they can both show you beautiful things. And it's lovely that you're seeing similarities, because this is our journey, to stop seeing differences and see the same wherever we look. So thank you so much.
Julie, would you like to take yourself off mute?
Hello.
Hi, Julie Rose.
Hi. So I was going to speak, and then my neighbour just knocked on the door and asked for help. So I'm going to go in a minute. But I wanted to say that when I looked around the room, I really didn't want to be here at all. It just made me feel like I was in hell, and I was so bored with my surroundings. And then, of course, I know that vision is beyond what I can see with these eyes. Then I went into the meditation and kind of had an argument with myself, and saying, this is not in the Course in Miracles. We don't have to do structured meditation. You know, so I was doing that. This is not it. You know, why are we doing this? The holy instance in an instant. It's nothing to do with meditation. I wasted years on that, and my mind's going round and round. So, yeah, it wasn't an easy meditation for me. Some of it was, some of it was blank, but in the middle I got up and put my socks on, and I went to look at the course. I didn't want to do what I was supposed to do. Story of my life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing. You know, I hear that you've got to go in a moment. I just would like to put in here that it sounds like a very valuable and potentially healing meditation. Meditations are not like they can be described in other traditions. The Course is inviting us to open to God, to open to the truth. And in that will be shown all that we have put there to block it.
Yeah.
So if you, at another stage, have another look around your room, and you might like to do some journaling. What do I see here? How do I feel? What am I looking at? Because this will all be the discomfort in your mind. And your room is the picture of it, and how Julie Rose is responding to it.
Yes.
Is all the conflict within your mind.
That's right. And I kept getting that sentence, there is no conflict in God, so there is no conflict in me. And I thought, oh, that must be a lesson, and tried to look it up, and it didn't seem to be the title of a lesson, but I kept getting that. And also the song that I've mentioned to you before, which is Here I Am to Worship by that's all I'm here for. Jesus is saying to me, you're here every moment to worship.
And the Course would say, to do that, we have to look at all that we are putting there to block it.
Yes.
The two things go together. We have to look at what we've made so that we can hand it over. So
I can put all sorts in the way.
Yeah. And a section you might find interesting is chapter 23, section 1, which I had in the back of my mind for the group on Monday when you were sharing. And that's called the irreconcilable beliefs. And it's all about conflict, and very helpful about conflict. So you might like to have a look at that, perhaps.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Karen.
Yeah, good to see you, Julie Rose.
Thank you, everyone.
I have a comment in chat, which I'll read out. As I saw the love I am and merge with the love in my environment, I remembered a student who seemed challenging at the moment. I teach her on Zoom, and she is lovely. She is love, playful, but quite behind in her work and her understanding of her work. However, I realized I had forgotten that she and I are love when I allowed myself to be drawn into her parents' expectations. I realized that she has been telling me all along about the love that I am and she is.
Oh, thank you so much for whoever who has written that. Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you, Dan, for sharing it.
Terry.
Cheers, Dan. Thanks, kironJ. You're a good one, aren't you? You're a good one.
Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome. It's interesting, you know, when I was looking around my room, I like my room. It's my space, and I feel very comfortable in here. And I don't know if it's the Course would kind of see it like this, but I think we do leave an energy imprint upon a space if we meditate every day, for instance, or read nourishing books and all the rest of it. Or maybe it's just a projection of our minds. But you can walk into a room as well and know that there's been an argument in there. And yesterday morning, I was at my local hospital in Middlesbrough, and I got my first vaccination. And afterwards, I'm just sat, because you have to sit for 20 minutes after the vaccine to make sure you're all right or whatever. And it was just such a busy, it was like a military operation. There were hundreds of people in this hall, and I just sat and I felt perfectly poised and with great equanimity, and just watched love in action. You know, I mean, I've got mixed feelings, I'll be honest, about the vaccine, but personally, I think it's for the greater good. That's why I went ahead with it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to feel like yuck for a day, then it's better, you know, you take a hit for the community. That's what I was thinking. And I just thought, I'm looking around, and I talked to one of the volunteers. She was there at 7:30 in the morning. You know, and I thought, God, this is great. You know, this is love in action. And I think just to be that witness and to sit amongst it. But not everybody will see that. There was a woman in front of me, and she couldn't wait to get out. She just, oh God, this is boring. This is boring. Oh, can I go now? Can I go? You know, so I think our meditation practice enables us to be poised in whatever situation we might find ourselves in. You know, if we're in the dentist chair, or if we're in a hall like I was yesterday, or surrounded by the light as you facilitated this morning. So I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Beautiful, beautiful sharing. So maybe I can say, I'm not sure if this is how the Course would say it, so I'll say my interpretation of what the Course would say, that there's no causation in the world at all. In absolute terms, nothing causes anything here. It is all a projection from our mind. And given that, if you are a mind that meditates, if you are a mind that keeps turning to the light, to the divine, in whatever way you see that, then how you see your environment will be affected by that. But it's all happening at the mind level. It's not a person who meditates that makes the physical surroundings feel different, because the feelings of the person and the energy of a room is all within the illusion. But from our experience, yes, absolutely. We walk into a room and we can feel that it's been of service to the light, or we can feel that the ego is well and truly up and running there. And your description of yesterday, you loved the 20 minutes, seeing love in action. Someone else was bored, couldn't wait to get out. That is the mind and its environment. The physicality is not causing our experience at all. So all very helpful. Thank you very much.
Dennis, would you like to share?
Yeah, I looked around the room and I thought, I've got everything I want. And I remember buying things and thinking, this will make me really happy. And I thought to myself, the shabby toys of earth. The meditation was beautiful, and thank you very much for that. It reminded me of it's a place one can go to anytime one wants to.
Absolutely.
That's about all, I think, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. That's really lovely. Yes, the shabby toys of earth. Oh my goodness. Something will make me happy. This is an ego directive that's very seductive. And we can keep trying, but it won't work. Not for long. It might be an illusion of happiness or peace or satisfaction for a while, and then it'll wear off, and then we'll look for something else to fill the hole. But the environment of light, peace, connection is always there, and it's always satisfying, and its attraction won't wear off. So, and it's free.
Ayu, would you like to share?
Yes, thank you very much, Karen. During the meditations, this memory came back to me, and this memory was and is very profound, so always staying in back of my mind. When I was in primary school, maybe 11 or 12 years old, our physical, physical science, physical exercise teacher
Yes.
was a very, very strict man, and using the sort of military fashions. And then one day, I had to walk over the monkey bar, children's monkey bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so scared of height, and I was the only student could not walk over the monkey bar. And then this teacher was shouting at in very strong voice, and I was trembled and didn't know what to do. And the next moment, now I come to think about this, I do not even remember I have decided to stand up or even I asked to help, but my body suddenly stood up on the monkey bar, which is impossible for me because I'm so scared of height. And then I walk this monkey bar, and that experience was, if I have to use the word, completely safe, wrapped by, I don't know what it is what I can say is I felt much safer than walking on the ground. It was completely safe, and I don't know what it was. And that memory was suddenly come back to this last 20 minutes. And now you mentioned this environment, it's come from my mind. I created this very strict teacher, and I see myself very, very strict side inside me. I'm very strict to my dog and other people, but I'm very lazy myself. So I don't know what to put in a word, but the experience itself was powerful, and it's beyond any experience I can have in this planet, in this. So that's just come to my meditation experience. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ayu. How absolutely wonderful. Absolutely beautiful that you wanted to bring that back. It might have seemed like it just appeared, but at the mind level, there would have been a decision to bring back that idea that when we call on spirit, which your mind would have been doing almost inevitably as a child. As a child, you might not have known it, but the mind, which isn't a child, would have been calling on safety, its true safety. And then the child had the experience of that true safety. And so now the gift for you is to realize, aha, that's where my safety lies. That's where my true environment is.
Yeah.
And I can keep calling it in. I can keep on calling it in. So thank you. Gorgeous, gorgeous picture, image that you've given.
John, would you like to share?
Thank you so much for that, Kieran. I love that. And I love the way you really home in on the reminder that it's all in our mind. And the beauty of this course is, you know, I love it. You don't have to believe it. It says right in the beginning, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to welcome it. In fact, you'll have to resist it. But just doing it will work. And I had an example when I did meditation. I felt equal. You know, when I looked out in my environment and then I looked in the light, there felt to be no difference, and it felt very peaceful. And I'll just share an example of something that happened just recently, and the difference between having done this work for some number of years. I put the car into a local garage. Had a few scratches. I'd kissed a few pillars in the car park. They're rather tiny car parks here. And there was nothing major, but we decided to get it done before that. So I put it in, and the chap gave me a very fair quote, and he said 3 days. Anyway, 3 days, didn't get a call, 4 days, didn't get it, 5 days, didn't get it, 6 days. I didn't bother. But after about a week, I called him,
and said, you know, he said, oh no, he said, I'm really sorry, it's going to be like, anyway, it turned out to be 12 days. And in the past, I would have had steam coming out my ears. Right? and he sent me this amazing message. He said, oh, he said, I'm so sorry, I've broken your confidence in me. And I said, no, that's impossible. I said, you can't do that. I'm the only one who can do that. Anyway, I went up, and what it turned out was that when they did the little touch-ups, the actual colour was just a little fraction away from the actual proper colour. So they ended up respraying the whole car at no cost. And I just thought, oh dear, there's such a different reaction, you know. It's just, yeah, it's amazing. The outer definitely reflects, you know, when we change our mind. And I've been telling everybody what a lovely man this was long before this happened. I just felt he was a lovely man. I kept wanting to give him a cuddle, you know.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful, John. Thank you. It's so clear, isn't it? You had loving intent. You were seeing your equality with your brother, and this is what you get back. A whole sprayed car.
I've got a new car now.
Yeah.
That's still in my mind as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, well.
Wonderful.
Okay, we've come to the top of the hour. Thank you all for being here today. Let's take yourself off mute and show your appreciation to kironJ.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Thank you,
Thank
kironJ.
you.
kironJ, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a lovely
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Lots of love.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you.
all.
Bye.